Distinguished Chief Guest, Padam Vibhushan Awardee, Dr. R.M. Ashelkar, esteemed members of Governing Body and Board of Management, faculty members, students and staff of the university, graduating students and their parents, ladies and gentlemen. I heartily welcome you all to the second convocation of GSFC University. We are undergoing through unprecedented times with newer and difficult challenges. However, these challenges are creating new opportunities. Now it requires more emphasis on adaptability, initiative, creativity, and spirit of enterprise to cope with future that is becoming more and more unpredictable. Therefore, GSFC University is managing this muddled situation by holding its second convocation virtually, taking up the challenge of organizing this momentous event. I am aware that degree recipients may be skipping the splendor of the on-campus convocation, but we have tried our best to retain the charm and sanctity of the event. I assure all my graduating friends that once things get normal, I would personally like to interact with you on the campus. But now, let this be a cherished memoir for all of us, where we witness the triumph of technology over the contemptuous epidemic. We are delighted to have Padam Vibhushan Awardee Dr. R.M. Ashelkar as the chief guest to deliver the convocation address to our students on this august occasion. We are grateful to you, sir, and we look forward to your inspiring address. My heartiest congratulations to all the 259 degree recipients and the gold medal winners. The past year has witnessed many noteworthy events and activities for the university. On the academic front, the university implemented a number of unique initiatives such as immersive learning through hands-on training, activity credit bank for curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, a bi-monthly newsletter named as Eventia, a bi-annual magazine named as Science View, and such other academically stimulating activities. I am pleased to mention that at GSFC University, the focus has been on 6 keystones with 5 C's, namely compact, contemporary, cutting edge, customized, and collaborative, to make the academics relevant and to capture the industry's in-demand skills. Academic curricula, being the first keystone, is developed considering the need of the society. The thrust areas such as biotechnology, fire and EHS, and computer science and engineering with a focus on AI, big data, IoT, and machine learning have been introduced as a part of the curricula. The choice-based credit system is strengthened not only by expanding knowledge in the domain areas, but also by enlarging the choices in the areas of life skills. Further, internationalization is making a very good progress at the university. Our second keystone, teaching, learning and evaluation, focuses on enhanced teaching learning experiences through innovative pedagogies with increased engagement. Student-centric approach is the hallmark of our university. I am happy to mention that we have reconstituted our boards of studies by taking meritorious students on the boards. And I am pleased to note that their active participation gives us immense satisfaction. Such student-centric approach through participative, experiential, and collaborative learning modes ensure effective learning. Research is the third keystone, wherein the university fosters applied and cutting-edge research. It is heartening to note that huge efforts are being made for promoting the culture of inquiry and curiosity, culminating into research culture among our vibrant student community. University plays an enabling role for faculty too to undertake research of relevance and significance to society. I am happy to note that our faculties are active in publications and delivering talks at different institutions. I am pleased to mention that our Innovation and Incubation Center for Technology and Applied Research has now become a Section 8 company under the Companies Act as Guitar Council. This will now facilitate the startup activities among the students in a big way. It is worth mentioning that during this pandemic time, one group of students led by Mr. Jaideep Gajjar from BTech Mechanical Engineering has developed a portable sanitizer machine known as PSM, which is purchased by 5 municipal corporations of Gujarat state. Infrastructure is the fourth keystone. It has kept the pace with academic developments in the university in line with the institutional development plan adopted by the university. The existing infrastructure of our girls' hostel and boys' hostel is further augmented. Also, students will have a beautiful amphitheater with a capacity of 650 seats this year for their activities and events. New lab building worth rupees 24 crores will be ready by the end of December 2020. All the supportive facilities are developed to contribute to the effective ambience for curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular and administrative activities. I am very pleased to mention that infrastructure is integrated with Industry 4.0 initiatives like 3D printing, supercomputer facility, robotics, and very shortly we will have a state-of-the-art R&D building which will house all our laboratories. The technology-led learning mechanisms are encouraged to enable students to acquire information, knowledge, and skills required for their studies. Our prime and fifth keystone is student support and progression. I am happy to note that all efforts are being made to provide necessary support to students to facilitate them to acquire meaningful experiences of learning at the campus and to facilitate their holistic development. We have introduced bridge courses in English and mathematics so as to enable our students to create a level playing field at the university level. In true sense, our student-centric approach has enriched the process of education. Currently, we have memoranda of understanding with 20 different types of organizations, from NGO to academic institutions to corporate organizations, to provide practical learning opportunities to our students in different areas. We have strong linkages with more than 90 companies to facilitate industrial internship for students and faculty. The university has also taken due care to be a gender-friendly campus by encouraging girl students to prepare, participate, and compete with a definite ecosystem for secured stay and study. Recently, a chapter has been started called Women in Big Data for providing opportunities to female students and faculties in the emerging field under the leadership of Mrs. Abhilasha Vyas, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering. Governance, leadership, and management is our last and sixth keystone. Effective leadership by setting values and participative decision-making process is the key to achieve the vision, mission, and goals of the university and building the organizational culture. The care is taken to make the organization system-driven rather than person-driven, developing the right ecosystem while maintaining its agility. The leadership provides clear vision and mission to the university with a focus on participation and transparency. I am very pleased to mention that concerns for social responsibilities as well as the values held by the university are very explicit in our regular activities as a part of institutional values. The university itself is an example of social responsibility of GSFC Limited, which has given birth to this university. So taking it forward, the university engages itself actively in climate change, environmental issues, and social sensitivity by adopting distinctive and elite practices. It is very encouraging to note that the faculties proactively responded to the COVID-19 situation by undertaking the classes online without losing a single day of teaching and learning. I congratulate the faculties for their prescient approach. This certainly reflects the agile ecosystem at the university. It is really heartening to note that the university completed its academic year 2019-20 as per the schedule and commenced the new academic year 2020-21 for the intermediate classes in time. Even the university did not make any compromise with students and faculty's industrial internship. I am pleased to share that students and faculty successfully completed their 1-month internship in the work from home mode. The university deserves all the appreciation that it could garner the support from almost 68 industry experts as mentors from across the world. Even the theme of the internship, Ideas for the New Normal, reflects the futuristic approach to education as well as sensitivity towards the need of the time. One more reason for my delight is that the university could organize and hold all the mid-semester and final semester examination online and completed the academic year in time. It was managed in such a way that the university could maintain the sanctity of the exams to utmost satisfaction. The entire team of academics, examinations, and administration justify wholehearted accolades. I am sure that the new academic year 2020-21, which has begun online, will be through with higher level of satisfaction to the students and the university management. Thus, we aspire to refine and sharpen our students to become not just educated, but also become confident young Indians who can take the nation forward. We believe that every student must develop critical reasoning ability and very good communication skills. Armed with these two abilities, a student will not only be able to perform well in the domain of expertise, but will also be able to deal with whatever future challenges the life may throw up. It is worth mentioning that GSFC Limited has always extended support for infrastructural development as well as provide access to their human resource for imparting knowledge and skills to our students, being the promoter of the university through GSFC Education Society. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude towards GSFC Limited for its wholehearted and unstinted support to the GSFC University. I also take this opportunity to thank GSCL for extending financial support of Rs 1.12 crores under CSR for adding facilities to the boys' hostel known as Vikram Sarabhai Bhavan and girls' hostel known as Kasturba Bhavan. I am also grateful to governing body, Board of Management and Academic Council for their support to carry out the visions and for their valuable contribution in strengthening of academic processes in the university. I take this opportunity to congratulate the entire team of academics and administration for their untiring efforts to fulfill the vision and mission of the university. Their relentless and sincere efforts during this pandemic time have contributed immensely in uninterrupted education and activities of the university, leading to completion of the academic year in time. I acknowledge and appreciate the hard work put in by the academic team led by Provost Dr. Javeri as well as Dean School of Technology, Dr. Saurabh Shah. Associate Deans, Dr. Nishit Parikh. School of Technology, Dr. Santosh Kumar. School of Science, and Dr. Chetna Parmar, School of Management. I also appreciate the hard work of administration team led by Director Administration and Registrar Shri Panchal and Shri Dholakia as Campus Director. I acknowledge the efforts put in by our placement and internship team led by Shri Naren Acharya. I also acknowledge the initiatives taken for startup activities in Guitar Council led by Dr. Saroj Shekhawat. Dear student friends, life is too short to play small with your talents. All of you carry an instinct for excellence within your spirits. Remember, world class begins where your comfort zone ends. The place where your greatest discomforts lie is the spot where your largest opportunities live. Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, has said, "The rich invest in time, the poor invest in money." Time is a scarce resource available to us, but if used optimally, it gives wonderful returns. Though it is not easy, but it is definitely doable. Somebody has rightly said, all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. At this juncture, I would like to congratulate the students of the university for maintaining noteworthy discipline and praiseworthy conduct on the campus. I take this opportunity to convey my appreciations to the parents also for their equal care, which kept the campus incident-free of any untoward incident and simultaneously enhanced the learning environment in the university. My dear students, your graduation today is not an end of education. Today you are graduating with knowledge which will soon become obsolete. New technologies and new researches will emerge in new curriculum. So, a habit of knowing and learning new things is required to be inculcated. As the great philosopher of the time, Socrates has said, "Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and weak minds discuss people." Hence, come out with great ideas that shape up the world around you, which is full of meaning and fulfillment. Always carry bona fide intentions for all decisions in your life, whether professional or personal, as they lead to integrity, honesty, empathy, and humility, which are absolutely necessary to carry society's interest, get success and happiness in life. Lastly, I would like to extend my best wishes and blessings to all the students that let the success be your signature and let the Almighty shower on you all the courage and confidence you need for that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your highly motivating and inspiring speech.